So we are here with Sirenflower. Want to introduce yourself and what you do in the band?
My name's Steve and I play bass.
I'm Eric, I play guitar.
Dave, vocals.
I'm Mark, I play drums.
So, what's the story behind this band? When did it start? Who started it?
So Dave and I started the band in about 1990. We were still in high school, and we grabbed Steve as our bass player, and we had another drummer at the time, another friend of ours. We've all been great friends for years. We played in the Binghamton area for 3 or 4 years or so, played a ton of shows, played with a lot of bands. We even played CBGBs in New York City once. And then we broke up, life got in the way.
What year was that?
We broke up in about 93.
Yeah.
And then, let's see, 30 years went by, we all kept in touch. We were still good friends, and after the pandemic, or as the pandemic was kind of coming to a close, one of our friends mentioned, I never got to see you guys live. And so we said, you know what, after all we've just been through, why the heck not?
Yeah.
So we did, and we did a reunion show, and then our drummer lives in New York City, so it was, he couldn't continue, so we found Mark, who's been amazing, and it's 4 years have gone by already.
Yeah. We do about 4 shows a year.
Yeah, this year's gonna be 6.
6 this year. Yeah. 6 this year.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So is it a serious project for you?
Oh my gosh, that's a loaded question. I would say yeah. I mean,
Yeah, it's definitely serious.
yeah.
It's not like we're going to haul in a van and go down the road and tour for, 20 weeks.
Right.
Live on the road. But as far as what we're doing, I think this is quite serious for us.
Yeah,
Okay.
we care a lot about it. We want it to be good. We keep trying to write songs and make ourselves better. We're not trying to, make it big. We're just trying to have some fun, meet some really good bands, and play a lot of shows. And meet a lot of people.
Play music, most important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
here to
absolutely.
play. Yeah.
What, so how many of the songs that you played tonight were newer and how many were older songs?
Well, we have we played 2. Well, we brought one back, Fairy's Tears, that we played
that we
before.
changed.
So we changed it a little bit, so that's newer. And then we also played Withered, that was newer. But then we had 2 other songs that we had that are new, but not new for today. I mean, we've been playing them for a couple years now. So I would say about 4 songs.
Yeah,
are new.
4 songs were new.
Yeah, 4 of them were new.
Yeah.
Out of how many?
We played,
we played
8
8?
tonight?
8 tonight.
Yeah.
And I would say, maybe 6 were kind of resurrected and reworked.
Yep.
2 were brand new, but several of them had a lot of changes that we worked in more recently.
So you're not, when you play your older stuff, you're not playing it like you did back then?
Not exactly, no.
Only one song? 2 songs?
1 or 2 songs. We
1 or
keep
2
pretty-
songs.
Yeah, but we've reworked some things. I mean, the spirit's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, without
Right. So how do you write the new songs? Like, does one person start it, or is it a band effort, or?
That's interesting. So I would say Eric mostly starts it, and he comes up with the riffs and almost like the form of the song. More recently, Mark and I have been putting in some input to it. But mostly Eric writes the songs, and then we write the bass lines and the drums, and the vocals come next. Yeah.
Yeah, the vocals come last. Dave listens to us work on the song, and just kind of hangs out and listens, and all of a sudden, bang, he's got it.
Yeah,
It's an amazing process. And so I write most of the riffs, and I come up with a general structure. But once I bring it to the band, things change. Sometimes something gets elongated. Maybe throw a new section in, and there's a little bit of a give and take that happens.
Okay. And how do you? What inspires your lyrics?
Dark fantasy, pain, suffering. Real life.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who came up with the name Sirenflower?
Awesome.
Maybe me and you together.
Yeah.
When we were trying to find a name a long time ago. It comes from Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, okay.
It's a monster, and we liked the fact that it kind of hinted at nature, but it was dark. And is it a siren like a mythical creature, or is it a siren like a horn? And so a lot of our style blends the heavy and the light, or heavy and the mellow, and we kind of liked the way Sirenflower kind of reflects that.
And musically, what influences do you have?
Well, you might as well start over there, right? What influences you?
Musically?
Yeah.
Well, back in the day, it was Red Hot Chili Peppers, Primus, Stone Temple Pilots. Now I've been listening to Smashing Pumpkins and, like, I guess Tool has been something I've been listening to quite a lot recently. Yeah, that's for me.
Yeah, I come from a lot of different backgrounds, certainly a metal background, a punk background. You know, when grunge came, we were kind of like right there at the start of it and really loved it. You know, and there's so many new bands out now, it's like I wouldn't even, know. I mean, we call ourselves grunge, goth, doom, and prog, and punk.
Yeah.
You know, we kind of combine those different styles. I like to say we swim in those different areas and kind of combine them. But yeah, and Steve and I are also classically trained, and just Steve's also jazz trained.
Yeah.
So there's that too. But you guys have your own influences too.
Yeah, I mean, originally it was the Doors.
Oh, okay.
Jim Morrison, Black Sabbath.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, and then grunge hit, and it was just like Soundgarden.
Yeah, like we felt that whole thing happen, and it was, you could see and just feel something was changing, something was happening. All these bands were starting to try to do different things, and we started playing around with it, and then it broke, and we were like, oh, that's what we've been all been trying to do.
Yes, yeah, 100%. Like we were living in this flux for back in the day, but living in this flux, going, oh my God, what are we gonna do? And then all of a sudden, grunge kind of broke through, and we're like,
it was like Jane's Addiction and
Jane's
For the alternative stuff.
Husker Du and Fugazi, kind of like all of a sudden taking punk and metal and trying to bring them together and make them intelligent.
Yeah.
So,
but now Mock is a completely different story than the rest of us.
Yeah. So the thing about the 1990, I was born in 1990, so it has a bit of just a different, what is it? What's it? An anachronistic sort of thing. I took my place time anyway. So I grew up like a Blink-182 kid. So I played I was like Travis Barker, Sum 41. SR-71, fucking MXPX, and there's a gazillion different bands I could list, but like that punk era, Newfound Glory, stuff like that, that was right up my alley. And so I hear these guys, and it's like, this is a genre of music I am not super familiar with. So it's very fun to blend like what my style is with what we've got here, and I think it generates this very unique sound. That's cool.
It is a unique sound, definitely. I mean, because I can hear all those influences in there in different songs.
yeah.
The last few were more aggressive than the earlier stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get warmed up.
Now, are any of you in other bands?
I am in another band. It's a mellower project. It's me and a singer, and we just found a drummer, and we had a bass player, but that's called Night Fountain, and that's more kind of, I play mostly clean tone, and it's kind of very proggy, gothy, folky, something.
Oh, okay.
But kind of like the one song we played that was mellow
Yeah.
tonight
Yeah.
is a little more in that style. But
Okay.
it's a female singer who's classical and jazz trained, so
Wow.
she brings a lot of different stuff to it.
Any of the rest of you?
No.
Nope.
Have you been in other bands?
Not since I was 13, no.
Oh my gosh.
But I craved it, that's the thing, is I was in a band, I did all that when I was in middle school, high school, and then I didn't do anything with it. I just, my drum sat in the basement. And then Steve, it was the funniest story, because he just set up, it was like your first year at the middle school, and I set the drums up, and I just started playing for 30 seconds, and Steve's like, we're starting a band back up, and I was like, oh, sure thing, buddy, all right, yeah. And so it turned, and then I discovered he was being serious about it. I was like, wow, okay. So I set the drums up, and the rest is history, and it's been awesome.
Yeah, that first night we just kind of knew, it was like he was just intuitively getting all of our changes, and we used a lot of syncopation. We used some kind of sudden changes and stuff like that. And he just immediately knew what, intuitively just felt where they were going, and so we're really, really happy to have him.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So what about past bands for you?
So I was in a past band before Sirenflower, a band called Dejin, very
That's right.
punk.
Yeah.
I left that when Eric and I decided to kind of create this.
Yeah.
Back in the day when we broke up, I tried to get into other bands and further my creativity, and it just didn't feel right for me. And I could never make it happen. I didn't have the feeling that we had. And everything just kind of failed, and I kind of let life go past.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we totally grew out of the punk world in Binghamton, New York. And I was in a band called Cannibals Gone Trendy that was
That's a cool name.
punk band. That was really fun. And we played with all the punk bands from the day. You know, Bailey Nation's the big one from Binghamton.
Right,
But there's we played with Yolk, was like a jam band that did really well.
Yolk?
Yolk.
Yeah, they were huge
There's,
in Ithaca.
Yeah. There was a thrash band called Academy Shred we
Yep.
played with. There was
Yep.
a punk band called The Meat Department.
Yep.
Tate's Baby, and now we've discovered kind of this newer scene in Binghamton that's come up, and we found some younger bands that we really like too.
Cool.
So, yeah, it's been fun.
What about you?
Another band?
Yeah, other
you
previous
play other
bands.
stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
You play the most bands of any of us.
I do. Yeah. Well, I play trombone. I'm classically trained on trombone and most band instruments. So I play in a lot of concert bands, orchestra.
Okay.
But rock, punk, anything like this. Bass, I've only played with Sirenflower. Yeah.
Okay.
I've actually played bass in a couple of musicals, but like I don't usually take gigs on bass for musicals, but unless they're really jonesing for someone to play. But I just mainly play with Sirenflower, so it's been my only like kind of punk band growing up. That's it. Other than that, everything else has been classical.
So what's your social media presence?
Okay, we have a YouTube channel. We also have we're on Instagram and
Facebook.
we're on Facebook. Yep. I'm trying to think what else.
Apparently, we need to get on Twitch.
Twitch, yeah.
Well, this was on Twitch.
This was on
Yes,
Twitch.
Yeah,
we need
we-
to make our presence on Twitch.
Yeah.
Do you have a band camp?
No, actually. So there was so many things that joined for that. We did CD Baby for our album to get it out on like Apple and Spotify and YouTube and Amazon, and so we have an album out there you can purchase if you want to look at it. But we are not on Bandcamp. We're just CD Baby is all we're on. Yeah.
So the album is called what?
It's the EP. It's called
the
Where Night
EP,
Rains.
Where Night
Yeah,
Rains.
there's 5 songs, all of which we did tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Where Night Rains, which is the title.
And they're all on YouTube also. You can still listen to
YouTube,
them.
Spotify.
Spotify, yeah.
Yeah, that's
They're all
right.
on there, yep.
Okay. So where's the best place for people to follow you? What do you update the most?
Oh, geez. I want to say
Instagram.
Facebook or Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram, yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there are links on both of those that you can get us to, or can send someone to the EP.
And then our website's sirenflower.com.
Oh,
So all the
okay.
links are at the bottom of the website. As long as my server at home is still up.
And if you have Apple CarPlay, you can listen to us in the car.
Nice. Do you have any shows coming up?
Yeah, so August
August 30th.
30th, we're going to be playing at
In Oneonta.
in Oneonta,
the Black
yeah.
Oak Tavern in Oneonta.
Yep.
And,
And then the next one is October 4th, right?
Yeah.
October 4th, we're going to play at the Bunny Museum in Binghamton again.
Oh,
Yep.
cool.
Yep.
yeah, and that's one of our, we call our weird metal shows.
Yeah.
And we've got
It's like
3
our,
other
it's like
bands
our
we play with. We headline, but we bring bands
Is
from
that the one with Floodlands?
Floodlands.
Yeah,
Floodlands
yeah,
play with
they're
us.
great.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that
okay.
coming up. I like those guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're bringing a band, a really cool band from Allentown, PA, or Bethlehem, PA, called Ultra Death Cult.
Oh.
And yeah, they're really cool. And we have a young band opening up, a young metal band, really promising, called Stone Dead.
Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. And that's
Right.
it.
Is there anything else people should know?
We love Last Exit for the Lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
I mean, it's an incredible place.
So awesome.
This is fun.
Well, I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah.
Also, you're wearing a Fields of the Nephilim shirt, which is
Yes.
awesome. Because that's where the name comes from. All right. Thank you all.
Yeah, you're
you
welcome.
very
Thanks
much.
for
Thank you so
having us.
much.
Yeah.